did the Congress celebrate prematurely in Haryana? Because clearly the Congress seemed to believe that this was a done deal. It was only talk of 50, 60, 70. Now you've got a situation where you're even going to struggle to reach 45. And the fact is, many of these others could well be BJP rebels. So the BJP, even at 40, could form a government. Remember, INLD also has 3 at the moment. They could also join hands with the BJP. You need 45. The BJP perhaps only needs 40.
So I saw the couple of independence names. So those are even Steven. I think Chitta Swara is leading in one of those seats. And so it's very difficult for me to predict what the independents are going to do. That won't be fair. But I sincerely believe that some of these trends, I saw Cattle seat, they were trailing by 400, then they're trailing by 1,000. So it is but by simple logic, Rajdeep, if it's the 42%, 42%, 43% vote share, those 4% vote share should have a significant impact in terms of seats. Unless the seats which you are winning with huge margins. One second.
But Dr. Ajoy Kumar, the fact is, this was supposed to be an election that was the Congress's election. Now, what went wrong? One of the biggest factors, many would suggest, was infighting. Look at the political landscape right now. Where the Congress is actually doing well is the SC vote, the Dalit vote. The heartland, where apparently was supposed to be a Hooda wave, where the Hoodas were to be strong in, the Jatland, there at least as of now, the Congress is doing way lesser than what was expected. Could that dynamics between a Kumari Shelja, a Bhupinder Hooda been sorted out? Because that war played out very uglily out in the open.
Look, again, very early, very difficult for me to sit on a TV channel and analyze based on what you guys are saying. I understand what the fact is that we should be doing much better on those Jat-dominated seats for sure. Doing very well in SC seats is also an indication of what's happening in terms of the vote base and all. So that's a fact of life. I mean, I don't know how the trends are, but the important part is, I think there are 13 or 14 rounds still left for us to count. The margins in the seats are even distributed evenly between the two parties. 500 to 1,000, what Rahul was saying it. My little piece of, as a student of politics, is that if you're at 42% or 42%, 43%, those numbers, unless you're winning greatly in all those seats, some seats you win a lot of percentage of votes, and just indulge me for a second. In case you get huge leads in all the seats, then those 42% may be skewed. I mean, you might get lesser vote percentage and still win. But if
but
the big story at this time, though, is that the Congress is now down to 34 leads. The BJP is at 48. I want to go across to, Ajay, who's joining us at this time. This is very good news from the BJP's perspective. If after 10 years and all the anti-incumbency and everything else that Rajdeep and Preeti said about the BJP's performance in the last 10 years, the BJP ends up in front or puts up this kind of a fight, it leaves the Congress with a lot of humble pie to eat.
You also said it. Now suddenly turning around and
I'm
saying
not saying anything. I'm just saying that let's take a look at what Ajay Alok is saying. Ajay.
Well, I was with you guys 2 days back on the days of the exit poll, and I said, what a wishful thinking. I guess this trend shows the beginning of the end of those wishful thinking you had on that 6th of October. Let's see. Let's finalize the result. But this trend itself stamps the signature of development, peace and prosperity, and the kind of faith the people have in the governance of the BJP. It just marks the signature of the people's verdict. If the verdict is like this, it's being reflected in the ongoing trends, then it marks the verdict of the people in anti-mood of, the Hooda Congress, the so-called family politics, the so-called the politics of corruption and everything to sum up. But I'd like to wait for another 1 or 2 hours so that this should crystallize.
But it also shows the advantages of tactical management. It's not just the big picture. Yeah, it's not just the big picture. It's also a lot of management on the ground, which is what seems to have brought the Congress at this moment down to 34 leads and the BJP at 48. If this is the way it ends, then the Congress was Hawa mein and the BJP was Zameen par.
See, Rahul, the gross difference between Congress and the BJP is that the BJP Karyakartas are always on the ground, whether election or no election. Whether on the broken street or on the running highway. The BJP Karyakartas are always on the ground, looking for how to improve things till the last moment. We give it everything. I still don't want to comment further. I like to wait for another hour. But one thing for sure, the wishful thinking is beginning to end. Right, Ranjit?
No, I think it's not just that. If these numbers hold the pollsters who already suffered a blow, the strategists
I would like
who
them to
suffered a
dance
blow.
on your floor. According to the agreement of clause 37B or something, what Rahul was saying, he must dance on the floor.
No, the fact is, all pollsters, all strategists, all reporters who went on the ground said that the BJP
Can
was
we
losing
listen to
this
Bhupender
election.
Hooda? Just one second. Bhupender Hooda.
What is your response on this election?
जो रुझान आ रहे हैं उसके अनुसार कांग्रेस की सरकार बनने जा रही है। नहीं वो तो अभी 2 राउंड 3 राउंड हुए हैं। वो जितने रिपोर्ट जाती है उतने सारा जो खबर आई है कांग्रेस की बहुमत आ रही है।
10 साल के बाद क्या कांग्रेस पार्टी उत्तर भारत में वापसी कर रही है? 10 साल के बाद? हाँ, 10 साल के बाद क्या
कांग्रेस की सरकार बनने जा रही है।
जो ट्रेंड सर चल रहे हैं उसमें बीजेपी खेमे से कहा जा रहा है कि बढ़त बनाएंगे।
कहीं नहीं बढ़त बनेगी। आप देखना नतीजा है कांग्रेस का जो ट्रेंड आ रहा है वहाँ कांग्रेस का ज्यादा बहुमत आ रहा है।
हजारों लोग नारा लगा रहे हैं भूपेंद्र सिंह हुड्डा जिंदाबाद मुख्यमंत्री के तौर पर आपको देखना चाहते हैं।
ये पार्टी फैसला करती है।
क्या सपोर्ट बड़े बीजेपी के बड़े लीडर जो पिछड़ते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं, बीजेपी के बड़े लीडर पिछड़ते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं।
कांग्रेस की सरकार बनने जा रही है भाई।
सर आपको किसी अलायंस की जरूरत पड़ेगी या कांग्रेस
यानी कांग्रेस अपनी मेजोरिटी लाएगी।
सर फुल फ्लैग मेजोरिटी वाली कांग्रेस की सरकार बनेगी, पूरी उम्मीद है आपको?
हाँ कह तो जगह कितनी बार कह रहा हूँ।
सर क्रेडिट गोज टू राहुल गांधी एंड भूपेंद्र सिंह हुड्डा जी ओनली।
क्रेडिट गोज टू पार्टी, राहुल गांधी जी, मल्लिका खड़गे जी, प्रियंका जी, all leaders of the Congress.
So what's your
And real credit goes to the people of Haryana.
सर रुझानों में काफी
What will be your priorities after the form government? What will be your priorities?
How many questions will you ask? You ask one question. There are others also.
सर काफी रुझानों में क्लोज कंटेस्ट नजर आ रहा है, ऐसा एक्सपेक्टेड था क्या?
नहीं था, जहाँ कहीं क्लोज है कहीं पे है, लेकिन कांग्रेस इज गेटिंग मेजोरिटी।
सर आपके लिए नतीजे आने वाले हैं, जो नतीजे अभी दिख रहे हैं?
नतीजे मेरे को मालूम है कांग्रेस की सरकार बनने जा रही है। अरे नहीं जलेबी खुआ सबने।
ठीक है सर, बंदे
हो गया बेटा अभी ऐसे जो तुम देर बैठे हो।
And mannerisms are anything to go by, Rahul Verma.
I think so.
That looks like somebody who knows that this morning hasn't gone the way they would have wanted. 34 versus 48. Bhupinder Singh Hooda, hawa udi hai wohi.
Yeah, he didn't look like a man who's a winner. He didn't look like a winner at the moment.
Absolutely. And I think with this kind of trend, now it would be hard for Congress to get a simple majority.
And also remember the others include a few BJP rebels, the likes of Savitri
No,
Jindal.
in this,
So,
it's not
the
even just the
BJP
others.
is actually with those rebels around 50.
But Rajdeep, it's not even the others, because right now, not that the BJP needs others, but look at the 3 INLD. They will immediately go to the BJP. In the others, you have a Gopal Kanda, you have a Savitri Jindal, then from Punri, then from Guhana, the ones who are leading, all of them are candidates put forth by the Bharatiya Janata Party. They're all going to go to the BJP.